Hi everybody, happy Halloween. About to go out with friends here, but just thought I'd leave a quick message and show you all my amazing rack. Boy, do I do a good job or what? Let me tell you. For 50 bucks at Walmart, you can find absolutely anything, including a full body transformation. So yes, happy Halloween. As you can tell, I am the drag queen. That's right, Miss Taquita Supreme, reigning from Northern Arkansas. Miss Gay Pride 2007, watch out girls. So, it's totally fun. We're going to go out and hit on some straight boys. I understand we're going to go to a church and the walls will probably shake. But that's okay because you know what? It's fun to be glamorous and it's fun to be risque. So, we're off to have some tricks and some treats. So, we'll turn some tricks and eat some treats. So, another little fun Halloween in small town Arkansas. What can I say? Not all that much to do, but we had fun nonetheless. Managed to go out for dinner. Some of us looking fabulous. Some of us looking really scary. I think I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. We had fun. It was cool. We went to a little haunted house. And I love it when all the ghosts laugh at me and play along. It's cool. I always hit on the guys in the masks. Got a thing for guys in masks. But anyway, I had something that definitely grabbed my attention. We went to work and all my employees informed me that they weren't allowed to talk to me tonight, as my boss Ken had decided that I'm unnatural and an abomination, some other Christian bullshit nonsense, and so they were disallowed to talk to me, and this absolutely pissed me off. I mean, here's a man who I have given 2 years of my life to, of employment, who I work really well with, who I have nothing but respect for, and who I thought at least respected me. And it's the ultimate slap in the face. I really can't believe it. Why would you show such disrespect to a devoted employee of 2 years who you claim is, one of your best employees and someone that you certainly show that to? I'm the highest paid manager in that store. I, do my job. I do it very well. I receive high accolades. And yet, when it comes to his little Christian checklist, I just don't make the cut. That's absolutely ridiculous. He's allowed to have his own beliefs and his own opinions. That's fine. If he wants to think that being gay is unnatural, that's fine. But first of all, it's Halloween. Have a sense of humor. What is wrong with, putting on a dress or putting on whatever costume you want, and go out for Halloween and have fun. It's not like I'm out stalking children or something. Seriously, I cannot stand ignorant people, okay? I don't do this for a living. I don't get kicks. It's nothing sexual. It's fun. It's Halloween. You get to go out and have a good time and have fun. And I'm just completely pissed off. I mean, you have no idea. It was utterly taken aback. I never in a million years thought I would have gotten that disrespect from my boss. So, a little pissed off, but we had fun nonetheless.
I'm a girl, and by me that's only great. I am proud that my silhouette is curvy, that I walk with a sweet and girlish gait, with my hips kind of swivelly and swervy. I adore being dressed in something frilly.
So there, feels a lot better to get out of that. It's fun to do every year, but it's really kind of a pain. I still have a little bit of glue on my eyes, and I have one thumbnail that is still have glitter and jewels on it. I cannot get it off, and so I've just trimmed it down, and I guess I'm just going to have a glittery thumb for a few weeks. I find it so appalling that this is the only way that some people, can accept me and accept gays and lesbians in this country is to look, and I quote, normal. You can't look different, can't express yourself. The gay and lesbian community is very open, no doubt. You hear a lot of criticism when it comes to, a gay pride parade, that it's all men in thongs and, guys running around in dresses. But what is the big deal? What does it really hurt? How does it really bother you? What makes you so damn superior? My favorite line from Rent. What makes you so goddamn superior? Everyone is free to be who they are, free to love who they want, and free to live their own way, their own life, and to speak their own mind. That's the beauty of living in this country. The American president, Michael Douglas, stands up and says, portraying the president, of course, he says, America's advanced citizenship. You've got to want it bad. You have to stand there and listen to a man advocate at the top of his lungs that which you've spent a life fighting and advocating against at the top of yours. We can all disagree. We can all have different opinions. That's the beautiful thing about this country, and yet we all manage to get along. it comes down to basic respect. I disagree adamantly with, the views of the Christian right and the views of my boss Ken, who is a right-wing conservative, Christian, like half of America is, like most of the South is. But the difference between him and me is that, I have absolute respect for him. I mean, he's an incredible man. He's very compassionate. He has a wonderful family and takes good care of his kids. His wife, she recently did, I believe it was 3 or 4 months in Sri Lanka. She was working on missionary work, and that's absolutely amazing. I think that's cool. Something I would love to do, if I ever gave it the glamour of making tacos. But I think that's the difference between him and me, is that he finds justification in his religious beliefs to look at me and to condescend and say that I'm less deserving, that I'm less of a person. And that's where we absolutely differ. I have nothing but respect for this man. I speak nothing ill about this man. He's a great guy. But he can't see the same about someone else. So that's what really bothers me, though. It's the ultimate hypocrisy. And the fact that, I'll go in tomorrow and that I'll do, a top-notch job at work like I always do, where I have the respect of everybody. And it's just going to bother me that I know that, personally, all things aside, personally, I don't have the respect from him that I deserve, the same respect that I reciprocate to him. Yes, I put on a dress tonight and went out and, had fun. It was a little tongue-in-cheek and a little in people's faces sometimes, but it's Halloween. I do it one night a year, big deal. I certainly seem to scare a lot of people, and I shouldn't. I don't know why. But the thing that really makes me think is that even wearing a wig and dressed in makeup and, looking all fabulous like I do, I can still be a bigger man than so many of the men that I encounter in this world.
R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T, pick up T-C-T.
This week in New Jersey, a ruling handed down by the state Supreme Court that said that you cannot deny these basic rights to same-sex couples. That just because a person is gay or lesbian, you cannot deny them rights of property ownership, tax rights, co-insurance, things of this nature that are automatically afforded to same-sex couples, and they simply go down to, or afforded to heterosexual couples when they go down to City Hall and register and get married. What it did not do, though, it did say that you have to give gay couples these rights. You have to give them the equal tax rights, equal rights of survivorship and custody that you would to heterosexual couples, but said you don't have to call it marriage. The idea of calling it marriage is a religious notion that's the Christian right has the biggest problem with. We're not asking to get married. We're not asking to walk into your church and to have your minister, who is ordained by you and blessed by God, to put a stamp of approval on our love. We're asking for the government, the state government, and ultimately the federal government to recognize our rights to be in relationships that are just as normal, just as functional as heterosexual relationships, and to raise our families and to do it with the rights that we're afforded as American citizens. And it's wonderful to finally see this. Looking at this here, New Jersey is now advocating domestic partnerships, civil unions. They're going to go short of calling it marriage. Massachusetts does allow marriage. It is gay marriage. They said it can be nothing that separate but equal will not work. It has to be full and equal marriage for same-sex couples as it would for heterosexual couples.